Um, great angle. Good lighting. I don't know what angle. Just... So, I recognize that I live in a very different reality than a lot of people. The way that I wake up and choose to live my life and how I interact with the world is way different. And I try and pinpoint, like, why I do this or how I experience it, or, like, why am I living differently than a lot of people. I do meet people that live like me. But when I was walking, it just became clear of, like, living in creation mode of, like, I'm creating my reality and I'm experiencing the life that I want to experience on my terms, versus survival of, like, waking up and living life with the conditioning and subconscious programming of, like, oh, you have to work hard, oh, you have to do this, oh, I have to do this to have this, like, the just survival to just try and live. And, like, there's a huge difference between being enslaved in that headspace and then being on the outside and just being free. And I think everyone's journey is it's okay to be in the systems if that's what, like, you're okay with. But, like, if you're not okay with it, just know you can break free and live on the outside and live free. And there is a lot of magic here on Earth that they don't tell us about. They don't teach us how to live in it. Because if we all did it, we'd all be very, very, very powerful together. But that's the direction that Earth is moving in, is to more creation than survival. And I know I'm in the forefront of this, and I know people ahead of me carved the way for me to understand where I'm at, and I feel like it's my job to carve the way for the people underneath me to understand where they're at and that they have a choice. But breaking the rules is just as complicated as living within them. It's not necessarily easier over here, but it is more fun, and there's more magic and whatever. But yeah, so I live in creation mode. Some people live in survival, which I've lived in survival, and that was never fun for me. But creation mode is like being outside the matrix. It's like thinking something and it coming true. It's like knowing you want to experience something and the world gives it to you. And I think that feels way better than me thinking, like, oh, I have to do this, this, and this before I get here to experience this. When, like, I'm not living a traditional life and I get what I want and I don't work hard for it. Yeah. I think we should all experience the truth of the Earth. And the truth is, it's magic. It is magic all around us. Currently, in my life... Okay, let's talk about this. Nobody understands where I'm really at in my life. No one knows my full truth of how I live, how I survive, how I think, how I feel. And the truth is, I do nothing that people tell me I'm supposed to be doing. I don't work hard at a job. I don't sacrifice my feelings and my time for a job, sometimes for certain people. I don't worry about where my money's coming from. It always just comes. I live between two boats, two nice boats, two boats that I don't have to pay for, two boats because I have community that said, here, I have this extra, go stay, and I'm okay with that. I have a land life in Venice, a full community of regular people doing regular things, and I exist with them and I connect them to each other, and I host that social event in Venice, and that fuels my soul. And then sometimes I do marketing and photography and bartending and boat charters to make money, but I don't really care about any of that. I keep it all out there, so if I need money, I'll go get it. But, like, I'm not working hard towards anything. Every day I wake up, and I wake up with the intention to unlearn something that has been programmed deep within me, to be fearful of life, to not enjoy life. And sometimes for me that looks like not doing anything. And most of the time it looks like doing everything I'm not supposed to be doing in society's standards. And I feel free because I'm doing whatever the fuck I want to do. But I know other people might see it as she has nothing. Or what are you working towards? Which I have to be working towards things because I don't want to feel like a bum. So I have like so many things that I could be working on or could take me to the next level if that's what I needed to do. But what keeps taking me to the next level and the levels that I want to go to is inner stillness and like peace within, and knowing that this life doesn't fucking function the way that we've ever been told it functions. It's the complete opposite, and it's magic, and I play in it all the time, and I experience it, and I just know that maybe not no one's living like this, but like my direct family and friends and people that know me and see me and hear me don't know that I live in that. And they're not living in it. And I just need to talk about it because I know I'm not alone in this, and I know other people are in the magic, but like taking a step out of the matrix means a lot of feelings come up that make you want to jump back in for safety reasons. There's a lot of things that you have to literally let move through you, as in beliefs on how society works. The things you're supposed to be doing, you have to let it come up and let it go away, and realize you're in control of how your reality functions and works. And I could go as far off the rails as saying like we're creating our reality, but it's true. And I've created mine thus far with the boats, with California, with my social event in Venice. That's all I could create at the consciousness that I was at a few months ago. And now that I'm up leveling, I'm now recreating the next. And recreating the next is leveling up my self-concepts, my self-worth. Everything I believe to be true that created that last reality is shifting bigger, of like understanding like if I created this reality, like I can create this one, and I'm not stopping here. So now I'm broadening the things that I believe to be true, which understanding you're worthy of getting more and getting everything you need. And that's what I'm fixing to step into, and that's what I'm in the process of loading and feeling, because you have to feel the things that created that last reality of like, for me, for example, it was I can be in California and I can have the boats and I can have everything, but I can't have it all, which it all was housing. So that's why I live on the boats, because I believe that like if I'm gonna be here and do the things that I want to do, I can't have perfect housing. And it's like, no, let's rewrite that. I can have everything that I want. I can have everything that I deserve. And maybe in this next chapter, it's not a housing because I don't want it. Like I want to go be free and travel, but like I'm upping the antics of like, okay, if I can have this, if that created, I can have bigger and better and everything that I want. And I am constantly just sitting and thinking and walking and feeling all the things that create the fucking lack and the scarcity and the trauma that makes me turn to things that I'm no longer like it's just, I don't even know how to explain it, but life is magic. And it's not easy being in this. It's tough feeling things, but like once you start feeling, you get really used to being like, oh, if I just let this cycle die out, if I just let this feeling run out, I can go have this crazy experience over here. So you wanna, and I'm like, ooh, what's next? It's an adventure in itself. But like I live a very spiritual life. I am tapped in to something I am tapped into. God, universe, magic, I like to call it, because I don't know how else to explain it. I am tapped in and I see truth in everything. I see people enslaved to their phones. I see people enslaved to their jobs, to media. Like, I see it. And I refuse to be a part of it. And my heart doesn't want me a part of it. My soul doesn't want me to be a part of it. And that's why I live life within the standards that I live in. And I need to, like, put that out. I need to speak it out loud, because nobody truly knows the life that I'm living in. And they've seen me do all these things. But, like, how did I do all these things? And it's, like, actually a lot of work, a lot of healing, a lot of belief in something that I have no clue to be true or not, until I just believe in that one thing and it comes true, and it's like you are selling yourself short if you don't believe that there is magic here. You are selling yourself short if you do not believe there is something here with us, wanting us to have the best experience possible. Yes, you have to help it and go within and think good thoughts, but it's here to help us. And I live in that, and I get everything that I fucking want. I don't go homeless. I don't go broke. I don't experience grossness. Yes, I've experienced trauma my whole childhood into early 20s, but once you become one with it, that source, that thing that's protecting you, like, it's just, I don't even know how to explain it, dude. Like, it's magic, and it's free, and we all have access to it. And it is something that I see in the future when I look at humanity, the split of consciousness of enslaved people to free people. The free people world is going to be a mix of, not even a mix, but it's going to be spiritual. It's going to be normal intellectual people mixed with spiritual woo-woo land. And, like, that's just how we're going to survive in the future. And I know it because I'm getting fed that information. Like, I know that to be true. And a part of the thing I do in Venice, like, is to get people to start understanding that the spiritualness that's here on earth doesn't just exist in, like, woo-woo wellness centers. Like, it's actually within us all. Like, it's something we all have the right to. And we need more we need more human essence alive within everyone to keep moving forward to the new earth. And that consists of tapping into that magic. And, like, once you're in it, then you meet everyone that's in it, and you're all experiencing the same things, feeling the same things, and it's like, oh my god. Like, to think that I ever lived in survival mode for as long as I did. But everything led me to here. I'm thankful, I'm blessed. And my life is shifting right now as we speak. And before I know it, I'm going to be in the next chapter, and I'm going to have everything that I ever wanted for my consciousness that I could perceive next. And then we'll pivot and keep going and keep up-leveling. But for now, I'm going to be thankful for the things that are coming in and the things that have already made their way in. And yeah. Thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you, people. Thank you, world. One thing that I have experienced recently is a connection to myself in a way that, okay, I don't know how to put this into words. I never know how to put this stuff into words until it just comes out. Okay, what I've been experiencing lately, because I'm in the back room of my next chapter, is that I am completely okay with having nothing. I'm okay on the inside. I don't need shit to be okay. I don't need money. I don't need proper housing. I don't need these things. I am happy within, okay? I feel like people don't reach that feeling for a long time. Yeah, sometimes I'm fucked up. Sometimes I'm emotional. It's life. I'm still human. But I'm okay with nothing. And I am so blessed to come to terms with that feeling of being okay with nothing, because I know that next chapter coming in is going to be everything. And imagine getting everything after you experience being okay with nothing. Like, that is what's next for me, and I know it to be true, because why else would I have to be here and just neutralize all my energy, stop thinking, stop interacting with the earth like in a negative perception, like just I had to let everything out, everything flow, and then have nothing. I get to experience it all from experiencing nothing. Like, I got to let all the negativity bleed out of me to be able to perceive what's coming in from a clean lens. And when I'm in these moments of what the fuck is happening, what's next, I just sit there and I'm like, you know what? I'm learning how to be okay with nothing. And when I have everything, that is going to be a crazy feeling. If I can be grateful now, oh my God, like, I am so blessed, and I can hear the cheering and the applause, and like, you're doing it. Like, if you can be happy for the moment and happy for what you have, but know you deserve more, you're gonna get it. You're gonna receive it. And I have a trust, an inner faith in something that it's just gonna give to me. And you know what? I've done this so many times to know that it's true. I got the sailboats. I jumped off the deep end in California, not looking for sailboats, but I'd always manifested sailboats. And the sailboats came in. I was not looking for the boats. It was like here. And I was like, I manifested this. Next thing I know, my whole life is sailboats, dude. My whole life has been revolved around sailboats in California, and they've created housing for me. They've created money for me and adventure. Like, everything that I wanted at 19 years old, I was gifted to on a platter in California. I didn't have anything. I did not have resources here. I was gifted it in a time where I wasn't looking for it. I manifested all that stuff and was like, it'll come when it comes. Worst comes to worst, when I'm like in my later 20s, I will go find the boats myself. But no, the boats found me, and I can't get rid of them. They're in every corner of my life, and there is nothing I would change about that. But the fact that I could manifest sailboats into my life means I can manifest anything into my life. And I guess my advice to you is, if you're going to dream something up, if you want to experience something, dream big. Dream so fucking big and let it go. And do the inner work that will make you a worthy version, will make yourself believe you are a worthy version of experiencing it, because babe, you will experience it. You will get it. The abundance here wants to give to you. The abundance here wants to make you rich. It's just here, and it's just magic, and like, it wants to spoil you. The world wants to spoil you. The world wants you to be happy. God wants humankind to be easy, an easier experience. Whew. I am so beyond grateful and blessed.